Hello and welcome back to my channel. Well, today I am in Newhaven, just 2 miles north from Edinburgh, which of course is the hilly capital of Scotland. I've jumped ship from I was doing the last YouTube video for you, and then I was on P&O's Arcadia. Now I'm on Regent 7 Seas Navigator, and I joined it a couple of days ago in Amsterdam. Sea day yesterday, and now we're going around Scotland and then eventually into Belfast. When I say eventually, I mean 2 or 3 days time from now. For those who don't know me, I'm a comedian who works on cruise ships, and I travel the world, and I decided that I would start doing these little videos for you to show you the different ports and what you get up to in a day, a little snapshot of where we are. So as I say, today we are in Newhaven. It's a tender ride across to Newhaven itself from the ship, as it was in the last video that I did. If you didn't watch that, check it out. If you didn't want to check it out, it's the little tender boats that take you across, and those tender boats, of course, in the eventuality of something really serious, are what we refer to as the lifeboats. So anyway, enough of that rambling. I'm getting onto a tender, then I'll get a bus into Edinburgh, and we'll go and explore Edinburgh. Actually, I didn't tell you the truth, because I'm not on a ship's tender, but I'm on a tender boat provided by the Scottish authorities. But same objective. Then over there, and then on into Edinburgh. Very short tender, I've arrived in Newhaven. Never been here before, but I'm heading now to the shuttle bus that'll take me on into Edinburgh, because that's where we're exploring today, not Newhaven, beautiful though it is. Short 20-minute ride in the bus, we've arrived in Edinburgh. Just round the corner from Princess Street, so I suppose that's as good a place as any to start. So let's head on the Princess Street. Princess Street, of course, is the busiest and one of the longest shopping streets in Edinburgh. You all know that, with shops on one side and of course the gardens on the other side, as you can see. Dominating the skyline is, of course, Edinburgh Castle, more of which later. Also on Princess Street we have the Scott Monument and the Scottish National Gallery. And then at the very bottom, the very massive Waveney train station. But we'll make our way down Princess Street and have a look. Well, I don't know if you can hear the sound of the bagpipes or not, which is very appropriate, of course, isn't it? But here we are near, well, not like the middle of Princess Street, or we're heading up to the top end of it, and we have two of the monuments, or two of the landmarks that I told you about, the gallery and Scott Monument, and away up in the back there is Waveney Station. There's still loads more to see in Edinburgh. It's not just Princess Street, you know. No visit to Edinburgh for me would be complete without coming down into the gardens, which is where I am right now. Sunken Gardens, as I'm sure you can see, and the castle away up behind me there. Scott Monument just somewhere there. Well, there's the pillars of it. That's where we are. Edinburgh, incidentally, first mentioned about 8,500 years ago, has a population, I'm going to give you the numbers now, of over 500,000 people. It is divided basically by Princess Street from the old town, which we'll go to shortly, and the new town with all the beautiful buildings that are there. But it's the second most populated city in Scotland. And by the looks of things, they're all here today. Or maybe they've just got off the ship. Who knows? Let's go and explore some more. Well, I was just heading towards the Royal Mile and I seen a guy posing on the steps.
Hello, hi guys.
And I asked him a very simple question. I said, "Are you a model?"
Yes, I am.
There you go. I say, where are you from?
I am from Dubai.
From Dubai?
Yeah.
And have you been to Scotland before?
No, that's my first time.
What do you think of Edinburgh?
Oh, it's great. It's great.
It's
It's my first day also in Edinburgh. I
Really?
was before in Glasgow, then I went to Fort William.
Yeah.
And this is Edinburgh is my first day.
There you go. So you're touring Scotland at the moment?
Yeah.
Are you working or on vacation?
No, I'm on vacation.
He's on vacation.
Yes.
But everybody's taking his photographs, so I suppose he's really working at the same time. Look, thanks for chatting to me. Have
You're
a
welcome.
wonderful day.
You too.
Okay, bye. Lovely guy. Well, here I am now at the top of the Royal Mile. The castle just behind me there. Edinburgh Castle, of course, which is where the Scottish crown jewels are kept. It's also where the Stone of Destiny is kept. It was used in the coronation of all the Scottish royalty. The Royal Mile runs from the castle right down to Holyrood Palace, which we'll walk down and see, which is the seat, of course, of the Scottish Parliament and Scottish Government. It's so called the Royal Mile simply because it is a mile or thereabouts. Not 100% sure about that. And it's called the Royal Mile because it was the processional route that the sovereign and royalty proceeded down from the castle to the seat of government. Edinburgh, of course, is also, as you will well know, where the Edinburgh Festival is, and the Edinburgh Tattoo. The tattoo's at the end of August in the castle, and the festival I think is in the month of August as well. It's not. I've often been asked to come to the Fringe Festival. Not asked have I been to the Fringe Festival. I was invited once, and I did even write a show for it called "Can I Get Into Emmerdale?" It was a time when there was a huge Emmerdale fan, so I wrote the show. It never got off the page because I never came. But anyway, let's take a walk down the Royal Mile. It's full of street performers of every nationality under the sun. So let's go to the Royal Mile. I did say all nationalities, street performers. Listen to the accent. Those of us from Northern Ireland, we can recognise the accent.
It's something I've been doing every day since I've been alive, and I don't want to stop. Okay, so guys, pull it really hard. 1, 2, 3, pull it. Walk around. Same as you did before. Yep. And lean against me. Yep, one over the top. Pull it really tightly. All the way around. Keep going up towards my shoulders. Up the way. Up, that's it.
Definitely from Northern Ireland. I love it. So at the bottom of the Royal Mile, which is a lot quieter as compared to the middle and the top, at the bottom of the Royal Mile is Holyroodhouse, or Holyrood Palace House, the Palace of Holyrood, which is of course is the residence of the monarch when they're in Scotland. And when the Queen died, her body left Balmoral and came here and lay in the throne room for a day in respect to her love, not only her love of Scotland, but for the Scottish people. I'll spin the camera around and let you see the palace. I can't get in because it costs too much money. One of the girls at the gate there, she overheard my little commentary, and she said that the Queen did indeed, her body repose in the throne room for a day, and then the coffin was carried out, and there was a whole procession up the Royal Mile. Should have been something to see. Parliament buildings. There they go. But the SNP ruled supreme for a long time. Maybe not so much now. I don't see, I shouldn't say what I'm going to say. I don't see any sign of a motorhome. You know, the one that's missing. The money that was spent. To my SNP friends and those that are seeking independence, I apologise, you don't want to have a bit of a laugh. So there you go, we have covered Princess Street, we've down into the gardens, we've done the Royal Mile. Just a little snapshot of Edinburgh for you. And what I'll do now, I'll head back to the bus, and then I'll wrap this up in Newhaven. So come on. Next stop, Newhaven. I wouldn't say there's a whole lot to Newhaven, but having said that, let's go and see what is here. To be honest with you, there's not an awful lot here in New Haven. It reminds me a wee bit of Queensbury, which in actual fact is right over that wall behind me there. And sometimes the ships drop anchor outside Queensbury. They get the tender across there and then the bus into Edinburgh. And in fact, I think later on this year, I'm maybe back in Queensbury a couple of times. So I'll show you what I mean by Queensbury if you don't know. But anyway, this would be, by the looks of things, there's quite a lot of modern apartments there. So it's a handy place to live if you want to live near the city but not be in the city. And if you have a boat, that's a nice place to have your boat. Loads of eating houses along by the pier. I'll probably stop there on the way back to the tender and get myself a coffee. And if you can probably see the gangway, the walkway, goes down to the tender boats to take us across. The ship's just out there. So anyway, I'll wrap this up. You've been to Edinburgh, and as I said earlier, it's just a snapshot. There's so much more to see and do in Edinburgh. And I think if you really want to see it, you need to be here for at least a long weekend, if not a whole week. We've been really blessed today with the sunshine, and tomorrow we are in Invergordon, and I have my second show tomorrow night. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe, costs you nothing. And if you want to be notified when the next YouTube video is coming up, just hit the bell and you'll get the notifications. Right, I'm going to grab my bag full of all my gear and head back to the ship. Thanks for watching. See you later.